We're back, and today it's a classic. Every Friday, we don't miss it. It's buy, it's hold, it's sell. You boys in the Discord, drop the names yourself. I go through and I tell you, do you want to buy them? Do you want to hold them? Do you want to sell them? It's as simple as that. Now again, you boys drop the names. I'm not saying they're the best investments, because who the hell did you guys ask for? Abner Uribe? Okay. Juan Uribe's long-lost ancestor. And here it is. 76 overall. He is 85 stubs. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. He's trash. He's dead zoned. Now, you might be saying, what does that even mean? As a 76 overall, for this guy to, be dangerous, for this guy to be relevant, I'm going to need to see him get a +4 to gold to make me happy. Now, yes, technically at this current price, if he goes +3, then there is still a chance to double your stubs. So that's actually not a bad idea until we take a look at what his stats are. 38 innings pitched, 28 hits. Nothing crazy. 49 Ks, that's not bad, but it kind of maintains at 85. 16 walks through 38. And the walks per 9 maybe goes up a little bit. I'm not seeing anything here where it's like, oh, Uribe, he's going +4, right? So I'm not a big fan of it. Yes, you could classify him as a buy, but because he's dead zoned, I'm not a big fan. Next name you boys asked for, Maikel Garcia. Now this one is a classic. Now look at Maikel Garcia, right? What has he done in his last couple of games? Let's pull him up here, see what his price is. But in his last couple of games, I'm not sure that Maikel Garcia has actually been doing anything out of his mind. I'm pulling up his stats. Garcia, 1850. With the fact that we're still 2 weeks away, it might be more of a sell. Now, he is batting .320 in his last 15 days. Last 15 home runs, he has 1 home run in his last 15 games. That's not bad. So Garcia still looks like he is going to be a diamond in my eyes. I think Garcia will be diamond in the next update. But again, I don't mind, selling him here and buying him back if he goes to 1,600. Obviously, with a 10% tax, he's more of a hold than a sell, more of a hold than a buy. Next name you boys wanted to see. We got Turang. Bryce Turang. Is Bryce Turang somebody that needs to be on your radar? We don't even have to pull up his stats. Why? If his price is where I think it is, so it's not true quick sell. So the fact that Bryce Turang is not at true quick sell actually makes me think, you know what? Bryce Turang, say his name, you might just need to go check him out and say, all right, is this guy actually looking good for an upgrade? Then you pull up his stats and you're like, 280, okay, 5 home runs, 4 versus right, 1 versus left. I'm not convinced, right? 278 batting average versus right, 284 versus left. I think maybe contact left maybe goes up, blah, blah, blah. The thing that you need to think about, sure, I could see a world where you can argue Bryce Turang is due for an upgrade. I could see it. I'm not even going to lie. But if the contact left goes up, if the power right goes up, which are the main things that would have to go up here, he's not going diamond, guys. +2? No. And also, if you look at his clutch, 358 batting average, it's really good, but 99 clutch, I don't know, man. I'm not a big fan of this Bryce Turang question. I think he's dead zoned in overall as well as an 83 with his current stats. Seiya Suzuki. Seiya, goodbye, buddy, because I actually went ahead and sold my Seiya Suzukis for 2,600 stubs a piece. You can take a look there. 2,800 stubs a piece, even better. This is a classic example of a person you can sell and buy back. Seiya Suzuki is playing good in real life. Seiya Suzuki does look diamond, but who cares? He looked diamond last time. What happened? I took my, 2,500 stubs post-tax, and I'll buy him if he drops back down. We'll see. Andrew Abbott. Now, we have a pitcher projection spreadsheet. If you are a Dime member, which you should highly recommend becoming one of those, you get access to this. Tells you the ROI on every single pitcher, tells you the projection, tells you how they're looking, tells you who to buy, all right? We have a lot of pitchers already projected on this sheet for the next update. We have 29 guys. Andrew Abbott is one of them. As of June 25th, which is very recently, Andrew Abbott is still a +2 in overall. So Abbott has been looking good. +2 would make him an 83. That's 50% ROI. When you're already overpaying at 830, though, how high can the ceiling actually be? So that is something that definitely is a consideration when looking at Andrew Abbott. But he is still a buy. Just there's going to be some risk. Joe Adell is 180 stubs. Is there a reason for this? I sure do hope so. Because Joe Adell is also dead zone again. We're looking at a guy, you need to go +3, Mr. Joe, or else you're not really going to be doing anything good for my team. So I'm trying to pull up Joe Adell's stats here. 230 batting average. Who is this guy, bro? 17 home runs. That's actually intriguing. Problem is, he's got 4 versus left, which probably maintains, maybe slightly up. 13 versus right, again, same thing, maybe slightly up. And then the batting average isn't intriguing at all. The clutch isn't intriguing at all. I mean, bronze hitting with 17 home runs, you could make a case the power numbers do go up. Do I think he goes gold in one update period? You must be out of your mind if you think I'm going to say yes to that. So Joe Adell, I'm not a big fan of. We got Yandy Diaz. Now, Yandy Diaz has been playing very good. So I'm glad that I put him on my original buy list. Again, if you remember, you would have already made bank. I put him on there below 225, I want to say. And wham, bam, thinking, man, he looks good. So Yandy Diaz, like at 600, technically you want to come in here, and my official advice has to be go ahead and sell him for $570 post-tax. You should be able to buy him back for like $400 at minimum in the next couple of weeks. Problem is, like, Yandy Diaz has been so good that he looks +2. He looks potentially +3. So the outlook is very good if you're a Yandy Diaz holder right now. The outlook is good. I wouldn't necessarily be buying him just yet, but outlook is good. Spencer Strider. Strider still is slightly in the hole, I believe, even after his last couple of starts. He is digging himself out of it. There's a lot, you know, we don't have him officially projected. I know he's been good the last couple of times out. If I had to officially project him, I'd probably say he's like +0.3, +0.4 right now. So it's a classic case of pitcher flipping. But pitcher flipping for 737 when I can actually go ahead and get the better Spencer. And it's not a pitcher flip. Spencer Schwellenbach. He's cheaper, and he's projected +1.56. So I think that this is a bit more reasonable and tasty for me, personally. Edwin Diaz, I'm going to go ahead and say hold. Framber, I don't believe is anything worthwhile. Eugenio Suarez is an interesting one. I think that's going to be where we're going to end, right? So Eugenio Suarez is 2,500. Oh, my God. So obviously there was an injury concern, which dropped his price. I guess if you bought on that injury concern, you would have made quite a decent bit of stubs because it's back up in price, baby. Eugenio Suarez back up in price. And actually, we're going to keep going. We're going to keep going. I see more names that you boys are dropping. We're going to keep it going. Alec Bohm the bum. Alec Bohm has been, I guess, better in real life, but obviously not. His price hasn't really reacted much. Guys, this is basically quick sell for 77 because if you're at 120 stubs, the only reason he's not a true quick sell is the Silver Eagle exchange. So Bohm the bum. Same thing. Jackson Chourio. Pulling up Mr. Jackson. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Mr. Jackson is not good. This dude is a troll. He might be in the same realm as Pablo Lopez from last year. He basically gets his stats to the point where it's almost just good enough to go up. And then he just starts selling. He's batting .254 with 12 home runs. It feels like this hasn't been changing. The good news is that, like, you know, his power numbers, 12 home runs, it is better than it was before. But, you know, I don't know, man. I'm not a big fan of it. And we're going to call it a video there. A nice little short, concise, accurate buy, hold, sell. As always, drop the names in the Discord, and we'll be here every Friday.